From Zabel Stadium in Williamsburg, welcome to Tribe Athletics TV. This is Jay Colley with us, the offensive coordinator for the Tribe, DJ Mangas, entering his 5th season on the coaching staff. And first of all, Coach, welcome back.
Good to be here.
Let's talk about that offensive side of the football, and if you don't mind, let's start right up front, where you're replacing a couple of great players, certainly up front, and Coach Soldrich has his hands full this year. Absolutely.
I mean, he's obviously an experienced coach, and he's done a great job with the youth that we have, and we feel really good about the youth that we have. And Marcus Crowell and Colby Sorsdale, they've come in and they've done pretty well up to this point throughout practice. They're working hard, and beyond them, we returned some experience with Dan Evers and Nick Wimmer, Brooks Norris, and Mark Williamson. So while there's some youth and there's a little bit of inexperience, we feel good about what we have returning as well, and they've been working hard, and you can see it out there at practice each and every day, just taking it one day at a time.
I know playmakers are important on your side of the ball, and typically you talk about wide receivers, but Nick Muse at tight end could really be play a crucial role.
Absolutely, absolutely, and he's he's an athlete out there. He's not just a guy that can put his hand in the dirt, and he's really progressed as a blocker. We know he can do some special things catching the ball, and he's a great route runner, and he's versatile to where you can put him out wide a little bit too and create some mismatches and problems for defenses. So we've seen him progress there, which has been great. And beyond him, Tyler Klaus has done a great job, and even Lachlan Pitts, who's a younger guy, but he's really developed as a route runner as well this preseason. So we've got some pretty good depth there at the tight end position, and Nick Muse is a talented player for sure.
Well, speaking of depth, that wide receiver position, and isn't it good for Tribe fans to look forward to what is now a 5th year for Devontae Dedmon?
Yeah, that's nice to have him back. And you could see that in our last scrimmage, making some plays, and he's really stepped up too as a leader as well. He's obviously, we know what he can do with the ball in his hands, and it's good to see him back out there each and every day. And again, that position, it's not just Devontae, Jack Armstrong. I know he's our captain, but he's a playmaker as well. Let's not forget that. And he started to make strides towards the end of last season as far as playmaking goes, and looking forward to see that carry into this season, as well as the depth that we have at that position. You look at Jalen Christian, you look at Isaiah Kinder, you look at some of the youth, maybe of the names that Tribe fans haven't necessarily heard of quite yet, Anthony Magoo, Jordan Lowry, guys like that. We feel like, we've got some really good depth there.
Running back, another position that has some depth, and you got some really hard runners in that backfield. I know you enjoy that.
Absolutely, and it's good to have Albert back full strength. He's looked really good. He worked hard this offseason to put himself in a position to get himself back to full strength. And then beyond him, Nate Evans obviously was productive for us last year, and looking forward to having those two carrying the ball for us and continuing the production that they've had in the past and carrying that into this season. And Owen Wright's a young kid who redshirted last year, and he's really stood out this spring, or excuse me, this preseason.
Yeah.
He's done a great job in both the run and the pass game, and Jared Anderson's another guy. So, you look at the tight end position, you look at the receiver position, you look at the running back position, we've got some playmakers, we got some depth that we feel really good about.
You mentioned spring. It was a real battle for that quarterback position past spring. Has anybody stepped forward as yet as we enter the final scrimmage tomorrow night in preparation for that first game at Bucknell?
Yeah, tomorrow will be a pretty big test for all of them, and they've all done a great job up to this point. They're all hard workers. Mentally, they've all made significant strides even since the spring and throughout the summer. They were all here this summer working hard, so and they've all made progress up to this point in the preseason. So just looking forward to tomorrow night to really see who can maybe separate themselves at that point.
Coach, big picture, I know that you've probably tweaked the offense from last year. It's going to depend obviously on your playmakers and how everybody comes together, but give our fans a little bit of an inkling about how you feel about your offense coming into this year.
Yeah, well, we mentioned the weapons that we have at the tight end position, the receiver position, the running back position, and we feel like we have we've developed up front in the offensive line as far as, in both the run and the pass game. So we have some weapons, we have some guys up front that create some lanes in the run game and stay firm in the pass game, and we'll see who can step up at the quarterback position, but they're going to have some weapons to distribute the ball to. So looking forward to it. you know, just looking forward to seeing the progress that we'll continue to make each and every day. Our guys are working hard. They've got a great attitude. We've got great leadership. So, you know, just looking forward to seeing what the season brings.
Good luck, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.